Hi, welcome to another Derek Does. Today, we're going to talk about these. These are actually some of my favorite shoes ever. These are the Adidas Handball Shoes. If you're not familiar, I kind of wanted to show you just because I really love them. Obviously, I have a couple pairs that kind of started with, I bought one pair and I just kind of fell in love with it. So I discovered that there was other pairs, and then those pairs turned into more pairs and more pairs, and you know how that goes. But I want to kind of show you, kind of give you an overall of the Adidas Handball. This is the Adidas Handball vintage shoe, basically. Adidas came up with the shoe back in, I think, 1987 is when they got these released for the first time for the handball sport. And then if you look today at the handball shoes, they're totally different than these original ones, but because people love these so much, Adidas just kept making them. So I'm going to show you kind of what I have, a bit on the history. I don't know that much of the history of the shoe. Adidas, I've always been Nike as I was younger, but now that I'm got a little older and I've kind of gone into Adidas more, I just kind of like their lineup of everything like that. But you know, shoes are shoes, and if you like a pair of shoes, then just get that pair of shoes because it's the shoes you like. So I'm going to show you what I have, some of the models. Now, this is a small number of the models of the Adidas handballs that are out there. I could easily buy more because every once in a while I'll see another pair that comes out in different color combination or whatever. And I think, wow, those are really nice, but then I realize I already have like 6 pairs, so I'm probably okay. I just don't want to be crazy with the shoes, but I really like these shoes, so I thought I'd show you kind of what I have, what's out there. And some of these you can still get today. Some you can't, I think, because they stopped making them, but maybe they'll bring them back, the color coordinations and that sort of thing, combinations. And we'll take a look and I'll show you what I have. So these are what the boxes kind of look like. These are the normal handball. I'm 11.5, but then they also have the special, which are the kind of the one-offs of the normal ones. And as you can see, this one's actually special for the UK. They're special for different countries. I actually have purchased some directly from the UK, just because they're more prevalent in Europe than they are here in the States. But you can kind of see, so that's for the US model, the UK model, and that one is the US model. So let me show you some of the colors that I have, and then see where else we go with that. So this is one of the first models I got. I really like these. These were the black, and they have this really crazy yellow on them that almost glows. Now, I've worn these a lot, but kind of give you an idea. These were black, but this is with the Adidas. As you can see, they have this type of sole. Although sometimes the handballs have a slightly different sole. It's always this gum, this style, and usually has these, I don't even know what you call that, like ribbing along the side that holds it in there. Now, they're not always kind of this crazy combo colors. Sometimes they're plain, sometimes they're not. And sometimes they don't even say Adidas on the back. They're, I guess maybe the specials, they don't do that. This is the black pair that I have. I like this pair a lot. I wear it a lot, obviously. I like it so much. And this is the actual black pair here, which is, there you can see it. That they were on sale once, and it was such a good deal. I bought another pair that I've been hanging on to that I have not worn yet because I like these so much that I knew that when these wore out, I'd want to get a new pair. So you can see what they look like when they were new and what they will look like with a few years of love. They hold up pretty good, actually, considering. And here you can see the actual original tag. Handball Originals. Does it give the color combo and all that? I guess not. I thought you might like that. Now here's another pair I have. These are part of the specials, as you can see there. And I think they say, do they say it? I think they do. Here, we'll untie that so you can see. This pair I don't wear as much, but it does say handball special on it. I like this pair a lot. I think they call this the Scottish pair because of that. These are really nice. It's a suede with the whatever synthetic here with the stripes, pretty thick laces. This one does not have that ribbing on the side, but does have the gum and has kind of the classic sole. Now here's another pair. This is a little more subdued. This again, I've worn these a little bit. They have a real light pink stripe with the black, just to give it a little extra, and then kind of almost a beige Adidas on that one. If I can find all the names, I'll put them down here on the below. So if you like a style, you can look up and maybe you can find this particular style or a pair that I'll have later or before. Now this is a pair that I actually picked up when I picked up those black pairs. So I had this and the black pair, which I really liked. And I just love this, kind of this crazy, just color that pops on the back. And also on the black like this. It's like it's regular, but then it has this craziness at the back, which is kind of nice. So here you can see it has that ribbing too, and the same sole basically as the black pair. And again, if I get the names, I will get those for you. It looks like I lost a little bit of rubber right there at one time from use, but I've had these for many years. I try to keep them as nice as I can, but you know how shoes go. And on the inside, the neat thing too is a lot of times they'll do laces that match your shoes. The black ones have yellow tips on it. I didn't show you that, but they do. So it's kind of a nice little feature that Adidas does on these handball vintage shoes. And my last pair is this pair, which is a really awesome, it's just the whole thing suede. It's this blue suede shoes of these Adidas. I believe these are specials. I don't think this is the normal. Let's take a look here. No, it's not a special, it's just a normal. Oh no, it is special. There you can see it's on the footbed. So these were just specials. Again, if I get the number and the name and everything, I'll put those at the bottom so you can see which these are. And again, they have the other footbed as opposed to the other one. And these are just written out Adidas. And at the top, there's no nothing. I like these a lot too. I like to get more, I really would. It's just I don't know if I really need more shoes. But those are pretty cool. I like these shoes a lot. You can wear them with pretty much anything you want. Jeans or, you know, even dressed up a little bit. They look good and they're different. So those are just most of my Adidas, not all my Adidas, but all my Adidas handball shoes. I've only met one other guy that actually knew what I was wearing once, and he was actually English, and he said, you know, and he was actually wearing a pair too, because and I noticed as a guy I worked with a little bit, and the more I got to know him, the more I saw he had as many versions as I did, and had some interesting ones that I had never seen before because he got them directly in the UK. And so I started looking around some of the UK sites to see who had what and would ship to the United States at a decent price too, because that's another thing. It's like you can find shoes in Europe that you may really like, but they're going to cost you just as much to ship them to the United States if you live here in the United States to get the shoes. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like sometimes locally it's easier to get something than from international. So, but these are the Adidas Handball Shoes, the vintage ones. I really like these shoes a lot, as you can probably tell. If you don't have a pair and you're just looking for a nice pair of kicks that you can wear, they're lightweight, they're great for summer. If it's really rainy, I probably wouldn't wear them just because you have a lot of suede on these. None of them are the smooth leather. They're all suede. Not that that's terrible, but if you want to keep your shoes looking really nice, then maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. I've never actually played handball in these shoes, but apparently they're made for handball. I mean, I'll find a picture of what new handball shoes look like, and I'll put it here. You can see what that looks like. But I thought you might enjoy this video because these are my personal favorite shoes right now, and have been for quite a few years. Is the Adidas Handball Shoes. And maybe you like them too, and if you want to look them up, I'll actually look on Amazon and I'll see if they carry them, and I'll put a link below if they do happen to have it. And if they don't, they don't. Who knows? Maybe, I'm sure they probably do though. Maybe not all the colors, but maybe a few of them. You could at least try them on and see if you like them. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe. Derek does a lot of vintage stuff, stuff that kind of I like. Maybe you would like too. So that's kind of why I do it, because if I like it, there's got to be somebody else that likes it too. So anyway, the Adidas vintage handball shoes that you can still buy today, depending whenever they release them. And you can probably buy them used or new, like old stock, that sort of thing. Take a look. Maybe some of the sites sell them under eBay or something like that too. So I'll see you on the next one.